They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone? Not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the
Let us go.
teacup, drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Shoes us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage, way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet.
Kick it and go. With a step on, spin move in zones. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move in zones. Go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me bow. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. The Dallas Cowboys.
Looking to throw on second down. Hutchinson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
23-yard line.
Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Elliott on the carry.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Bears' 23-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
To go.
Now Elliott. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. This from 36 yards out.
36 yards.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held him to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Hutchinson will set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. start the drive with Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hope we get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third and short yardage. Prescott rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the carry.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bears' 47-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. This is caught by Malik Turner. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
36-yard line.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Prescott from the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Justin Houston. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Third and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
6. Bears nothing.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Take over first and 10 at their own.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they run the option on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Number 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed 1 of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks.
On 1st and 10. Hutchinson. That's caught by Montgomery.
Hutchinson's pass.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Chicago.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Hutchinson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hutchinson. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Hutchinson. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Intended for Cole Kmet. Incomplete.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the half. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This is the 4th and final game here on this wildcard weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. And it was the Green Bay Packers who will continue on in these playoffs.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 29, Prescott. That is incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities to help out that offense?
He hit his man. That's Cooper. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
He was brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. Double team, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Hutchinson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hutchinson. And that is incomplete.
Hutchinson's pass incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Yeah, 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing, Prescott. And now Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's able to get
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Number 21.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
5-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott is able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 31, Prescott looking low, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Looking to throw. Prescott hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 85. Incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the
message to the top seeds, overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hutchinson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Hutchinson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw again. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Montgomery.
What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
On 1st down, Hutchinson quickly into the hands of Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle.
Hutchinson.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. From the gun, Hutchinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, and when he stands up to the pressure.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It was Justin Houston who got him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. While the trainers take a look, he'll step aside. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Hutchinson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Complete.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, Hutchinson. Sack. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. To throw on 2nd down, Hutchinson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Hutchinson. Going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Prescott here to throw. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. But this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not the second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Hutchinson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Hutchinson. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brett.
Ayy, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Sorry, like you know. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. This is second nature, all is automatic.
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell,
The mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Run for Green Bay.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40.